Hello and thanks for joining me for some more Spacebourne 2. We are checking out what's new since the last time I played it in 2023. In the last stream we went and joined all the guilds, well, with the exception of the Explorers Guild. We joined it, but we haven't done the first initiation quest. And we also went and done most of rebuilding a friend. We've just got to hand it in. So we are at the Sonax station. And we're just going to go hand in this quest. And probably sell off some stuff too. Let's just have a look at what we've got here. Let me see. That's not too bad. Hello, Vico. How you doing? Alright, so we'll hand in this quest here. Just give me 2 seconds. Alright, hang on. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's not a bad game. I haven't played it for a while. Let me see. Just be a second here. Here we go. That one. That one. Alright. So, alrighty. So let's sell off some of this stuff that we've got. I think we're gonna sell most of that. Yeah, we'll sell all of that. Yeah, one guy in the dev team. It's pretty impressive. All the voices in that are a little bit dodgy because they're just AI voices, voice acting. It's a little dodgy in that situation, but other than that, I mean, there's a lot to this game, for sure. So let me just see here. Alright, so if we go here and we go to the marketplace, that should take us to where we need to hand this in. I think it's around, it's pointing over there. So I think they've moved where he was. I think he used to be in one of these desks here, but now he's around here, this guy that we've got to hand in the quest for.
Ah, Koron. He didn't deserve that. He was a good man, and now he's gone. I can't believe it came to this. But you did what had to be done. You tracked down the thief, got the AT documents back. I don't know how you managed it, but I'm damn impressed.
Alright, so we'll go through all the dialogue.
Tech that could shift the balance of power in the galaxy. That's why they were stolen. Whoever took them knew exactly what they were after. No, I knew things were dangerous, but Koron, I didn't expect that. He was more than a colleague. He was a friend. And now he's gone because of this damn project. They're groundbreaking. Tech that could shift the balance of power in the galaxy. That's why they were stolen. Whoever took them knew exactly what they were after.
So I'm not going to talk over the dialogue when there's dialogue going on.
No, I knew things were dangerous, but Koron, I didn't expect that. He was more than a colleague. He was a friend. And now he's gone because of this
did that one already.
project.
Okay.
Yeah, drain's ready. But there's something you need to know. The original body? It was too far gone. Too damaged to fully restore. Reassembling it as it was? Impossible. So, I made an improvement. I transferred Drain's memory core into an X-44 model.
Yeah, no worries,
humanoid
Vico.
body.
You do the same for
It's
me.
stronger, faster, and, well, it's a lot less recognizable. Considering Drain's wanted status, this'll keep you from having to drag a galactic fugitive around in plain sight. It was beyond repair. Too much damage, too many missing parts. Trying to put it back together would have been a waste of time. This new body is a better fit for what Drain needs now. The X-44 is a highly advanced humanoid model, faster, stronger, and much more adaptable than the old frame. Plus, it's less conspicuous. No one will think twice about it. Highly unlikely. The X-44 model is common enough, and I've wiped all external identifiers from the old body. As far as anyone's concerned, it's just another robot. Drain's core, its mind, memories, personality, all of that is still intact. The body might be different, but Drain is still Drain.
Okay.
Well, about that. It's not him anymore. Drain's new body is more, let's say, her now. Don't worry, though. Everything that makes Drain who they are is still there. Just in a different form. She's in my workshop now. You can go and take her when you're ready.
Alright. So, I think back here.
This exoskeleton, it is different. Wait. I remember now. You were just a child the last time I saw you. But how? How did you end up here? No, wait, of course. You saved me, didn't you? Just like I saved you all those years ago.
No dialogue for that one.
Details don't matter right now. What's important is that you're here, and we still have a fight ahead of us. The Council caught up to me. It wasn't a battle. They wanted to send a message. I fought, but I lost. They made sure I couldn't get back up.
So, as well as clicking here, you can also just press the number corresponding. So, I could just press 4 on the keyboard
I was the
for that
third
one.
in command under your father. But those titles mean little now. What matters is the resistance we once stood for, and what it still represents. You don't understand. I thought I failed you. All these years I believed you were lost. Protecting you was my mission, and I couldn't do it. But here you are, alive. Maybe I didn't fail after all. But the question is, what will you do now? Are you ready to face what your father left behind, or are you still trying to escape it? The Council struck when we were most vulnerable. Your father never saw it coming. It wasn't a war. It was an execution.
Okay, and now we're in a bit where it's the dialogue kind of gets stuck sometimes, and in that case, you just press space to sort of skip out of it and get it continued.
It's about understanding what's worth fighting for. And yes, you're not your father. Not yet. But what are you? Choices. They define us. But sooner or later, you'll have to choose what really matters. Whatever you think you are, this galaxy has a way of showing you what really matters. And right now, what matters is that we need to rescue Anka. If we're going to keep the Resistance alive, Anka is a key figure. He can organize everyone. Without him, we lose any chance of keeping the fight going. You've chosen to live your life as a freelance pilot, free from anyone's command, right? But tell me, how free are you really? If that's the case, prove it. Help me rescue Anka, and maybe, just maybe, you'll start to understand what real freedom looks like. The kind you think you already have.
So I don't know that a lot of the choices make a lot of difference. There are one or two choices in the game, or there were last time, that did make an impact on certain things.
I wish it were that simple. Anka's not just locked away in some backwater cell. He's being held in one of the most secure prisons in the galaxy. Highly guarded, impossible to breach alone. 2 people won't stand a chance. We need more than just a quick rescue. This is going to take a full-scale raid. We'll need ships, firepower, a team we can trust. We can't rush in blind, or we'll all end up in the same cell as Anka. We have to plan this carefully. Look, I've only just woken up, so I'm still getting my bearings. But I want to organize a full-scale raid to get Anka out. To make this happen, I need to talk to a few trusted people first. Folks who can help us with ships, firepower, and the team. We can't do this alone, and I need to make sure we have the right support. Give me some time to handle this, and I'll set everything in motion. So, we have some free time. If I were you, I'd make the most of it. There are guilds scattered across the galaxy that you can join. Each one offers unique benefits, experience, resources, and connections. You might want to explore your options.
Okay, so we already
Wise decision.
joined all the guilds.
Expanding your experience and network will only help us. The galaxy is vast, and allies are always valuable. By the way, if you want my advice, the Freelancers Guild is a solid choice. It'll help improve your piloting skills, and you'll get access to better ship equipment. But of course, the final choice is yours. Oh, and one more thing. I've got nowhere else to be. So if it's all right with you, I'll be joining you on board. I may be a technician, but I'm also a pretty good co-pilot. Together, we'll make sure everything runs smoothly.
Okay, so this is our first crew member that we get. And if we go up to ship here and we go to crew, we'll see Drain here, and we can swap them around into different places. Different crew members have different abilities and things. So we'll get into more of that later, but she's gonna just sort of repair our ship if it gets damaged. It's pretty handy. So let's see here now. We also leveled up a little bit. So we got some soldier skill. I think I'm going to continue putting this in here. Now we should learn that for more experience. Pop these points in here. And we need one more point in there to level that up again. Okay, so she's going to follow us around. Make our way back to our ship. We use this fast travel thing here to the landing pad. And top floor. Top floor. I think it doesn't really matter which one of these we take. Okay. So we could do some shopping. So fill up our ammo. Have a look here, see if there's anything useful for our ship. That's a little bit better than what we've got. Take that one. One we've got there's better. Okay, a hull. They both look pretty crap. Shield systems. They don't have any power systems. I think we'll keep the one we've got there. Same with that one. Aim components. Okay. Couple to choose from there. That one there's not bad. We'll buy that one. Engine systems. Keep the one we've got. Scan systems we don't have on this ship. Not really too big a difference in those. Alright. We don't have drone components. Turrets. Let's have a look here. Go for the bursts. Nope. Alright, we've got pretty good ones so far. Alright, we'll keep the weapons we've got. Let's go put these on our ship. I think it's up this way. So just run around to the front and press F to get in. And we'll hold down F for services. Go over to components. Alright, so we've got a defensive pack. Let's take off the old one. The new one on. We've got an aim extension. Pop the new one on, and I'm just going to chuck those ones in the bank for now. Alright, that should do us. So we'll take off.
Landing gear retracted.
So now our current mission is to go join guilds, which we've already done. Alright, so we've just got to wait for a little bit of time. So we could pick up another guild mission. Maybe we will do one of these. Let's just take an easy one for now. Pull up our map, or let's go back into the missions here. And pull up the atlas for that. Select that as our route.
Warp drive online.
Lock onto it.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Nirak sent word. Raid was ready and we were meeting on the escape route of Russian system.
Exiting solar system star gravity. In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we can continue on with the storyline, but it will wait for us. So we'll finish off this little guild mission first. Probably should have taken the gate, would have been a bit quicker. But it doesn't matter. Pop the radio on. So there is a lot of warping like this in the game. We'll spend a lot of time traveling around different places.
Sonoc radio.
By the way, have you been to Isner City recently? The place is looking sharp these days.
Hell yeah. I heard Mayor Arabelle has been working day and night on those new developments. They're calling it the Jewel of the Mythical System now. Bravo, Grandma.
Hey, don't call her Grandma. She could hear us. But yeah, seriously, they've cleaned up the streets, added new veggie markets, and the nightlife, totally next level. If you haven't been yet, you're missing out, folks.
Whoa, I gotta check it out, Maggie. Might even take a day off from all this running around the galaxy. I could use a break and visit Isner City soon. Maybe I could meet Granny. You know what I'm saying.
Anyways, that's enough for today, children. Thanks for joining.
Alright, so let's have a look here. We show the system. There is our target for the mission. And let's just set up our power settings. A little bit in engines and the rest in weapons and shields.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Alright, so we'll get into a bit of a dogfight here.
You're here for the contract. These pirates won't let us work. Please deal with them.
Alright, so we need to protect these green ones. From any red ones that show up, and I'm not seeing any. There they are. Let's bring our weapons on.
Weapons overheat. Target shield destroyed.
Well, that didn't take long to overheat our weapons there.
Weapons overheat. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Alright, let's take care of that one. It's just a drone.
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Get ready for more!
Let's put a bit more power into my weapons there.
Shield recharging. Target destroyed.
Okay.
Target destroyed. Weapons overheat. Target destroyed.
Alright. The drone I don't think I can lock onto.
Target destroyed.
I think it is over. Good job.
there is a crate there. We'll scan that. Send a probe out to grab it. And then we'll get back to the main mission. So our little drone just came back. Okay. So let's go back into our missions here. Atlas on that one. So we need to go back to this system. And it's not going to show us the interior of it until we get there. So we'll just set a route straight there. Let's take the gate this time. I think it'll be quicker. So the stargates normally turn up in green.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Hey DeLindsay, how you doing? Welcome on in. Just checking out what's new in the game. Been a while since we played it. Now if we press Control H, then that automatically requests permission to go through the gate. We've got to line this up. Go outside the lines, you can mess this up and have to start it again.
Destination reached.
Bring up our map again. And show the system. Oh, we've got to collect it. Select it. Okay, so we need to go here to the escape route.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
I believe it's still mining mod. Did a live stream last week. Did the same thing I did last time, and you can see. I'll show you in a sec. So we are only on the second main storyline mission. We have. Where does it show me my money? Down here. We've got quite a bit of cash already. So, yep. It's definitely still mining is the way to go. Alright, so we need to warp to the prison. Yeah, actually I didn't do it AFK though. You can still do it that way, but I actually put several hours into it. I didn't stream at all. I had a couple of saves preset for the stream because I'm not going to stream like 5 hours of mining. That's just ridiculous. They've improved the worms though. So the worms don't disappear anymore when they've found the ore. You can see where they are, which is an improvement. Oops.
Weapons overheat. Target shields overheat. Target destroyed.
Can't lock onto that guy. There's a pilot level. Alright. Another one up here. It's a pod over there, very nice.
Target destroyed. Target shields down.
There's a lot of pods. So they've changed the graphics on the pods as well, and they don't sort of seem to bounce away anymore. Oops.
Don't waste time and enter the prison for the Anka.
Weapons overheat.
Alright. So we will use our stabilizer here. And we do have some pod catchers. If I can line that up. I can't quite get it. There we go. One can only fit 4 passengers or 4 prisoners. It's going to be a little extra income. Not close enough for that one. So when we send the podcatcher out, it actually goes and it's got a little parachute. It actually goes and breaks the guy out of it. And brings him back to the ship. Yeah, I know what you're saying. And I mean, I enjoyed Starfield, but I got bored of it like so quickly. I did enjoy the shipbuilding. That was a lot of fun. And they even changed the first initial mission where you wake up. You don't run anymore. You take a ride in the truck. Alright, I don't think we can actually land here. Oops. Get out. Yeah, I've never been the best at shooter games, but alright. Let's go in this way. So it does seem that you get a bit less loot from NPCs now. Oops. What's this guy doing? He doesn't know that I'm there. Why are none of these guys shooting at me? That's a bit weird. Usually these guys are shooting at you.
We need to find where's the Anka in the prison.
So we've changed a few details of a number of things. Whoops. What the? Come on, get up, dude. What the hell? Okay. I don't know what happened there. I was flat on my face and couldn't get up. So we'll just reload. Try that again. Right, I think there's another one. Alrighty. We need to go in here.
Login successful.
Okay. Whoops. Alright, so how do I get up from that? Alrighty. Maybe I should melee these guys. I can't remember the controls for melee. Alright. Let's try that again. I've never really been good at shooter games, so... Alright, so we've still got to do this again.
Login successful.
Where'd the other guy go? Just sworn there was another one. I don't know if we can shoot through these doors. Ah, again. Alright. So we'll load it up again, try this again. Probably what could help is could have gone and done a few more holy crap. Could have gone and done a few more land missions or mercenary missions or whatever to level up our soldiering skill. But this is just because I suck at shooting. That's pretty much all there is to it. Didn't see you sitting there.
Login successful.
All right. That's better. I think he's on the other side of the door. Yep. All right. And I think there was another one in there. He's not dead. Yep. Where'd you go? All right. That took me a few goes. A lot of people will go through that pretty easily. Now we get some loot off this one. What do we got? Suit. Okay, I think that's all of them in here. So I think this is a little bit different.
Shoot at the glass to break it.
I know. I mean, we broke this guy out before, but I don't recall
Good, now plant
shooting the glass.
Anka, you have to escape from the back gate. All of the guards are at the main center right now.
Good. Let's get some action.
Stop right there, Anka. I'm warning you. Don't.
Hack the doors. That way, we can release the other prisoners, and I can grab my armor and weapons from the locked room.
Okay.
Great. Now get back here.
Okay, I got it. Let's bail out.
All right. So, getting back to the ship. I wish you could use your weapons while you're using your jetpack. But you can't.
Let's get away from here. Take us somewhere safe.
Okay, now before we go, there is some cargo. Let's combine all there. Select all, send a probe. Got a pilot level before. Alright, I'm gonna put some more into cooling, seeing as we were overheating. And maybe I'll put the other two in there. Okay. So, let's, well, there's no specific place to go to, I don't think. We just need to warp anywhere, so let's just go towards the gate. If I can see it. Where's the gate? There.
Calibration module activated.
Move our energy across into engines, speed that up a little bit.
Waiting for the thruster input.
Hello, Anka, and welcome aboard.
Thanks for taking me. But who are you guys exactly?
I'm Drain. At least my mind is... I hope. I feel like I'm not alone here. Anyway, it is good to see you.
Drain. You look hot for a robot. Haha. What happened to you? And your sound is kind of weird. Are you okay?
I'm good, Anka. Thanks for asking. I haven't adapted to this body yet. And this is Commander's child.
Commander's child? I was not expecting this. Drain and you. Looks like my retirement days are over. If you have some of your father's genes, you are like a bomb ready to explode.
Alrighty. So now we need to go back to the mythical system. So we can just go up here and go to the Atlas. It's up here. Set that as our route. We are at the Stargate already. So, don't know if we're close enough to request permission. Yep.
To the jump point to start jump process.
Line it up.
Please proceed through
Oops.
the life reserved for you.
Sideways, but I think we'll make it.
Destination reached.
Okay. Alright, so looks like we're going to be
All pilots in the system.
in another fight here.
Attack. Please help.
Isn't that your city? We need to help them.
Drain is right. Let's join their battle.
Alright, let's have a look at the system. Pink marker shows us where we need to go. So we'll lock onto that.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Alright, so should be in another dogfight when we get out of this warp. And this, I haven't seen anything ahead of this as far as any updates go since the last time I played. Too far away from that guy. Alright, let's try some of these ones that are a bit closer. Let's pop a little bit more into engines so I can catch up with these guys. Alright, it's because they're on the other side of the rock. I think all the other guys are doing a lot better job.
It's not gonna work. We need to flee.
No, we need to organize. All pilots warp away and regroup.
Okay, all pilots warp away to safe spot and regroup.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so I think this is still sort of part of the tutorial. So we need to do what the tutorial says.
Warp drive offline. Warp drive online.
Alright, it's on the other side of this big rock thingy. How do we get around that? I don't seem to be moving anywhere.
Shield recharging. Target destroyed.
I think I'm inside this thing.
Shield recharging.
Alright.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Alright, just walk through solid rock. That was a weird space, because I didn't seem to be able to...
One, we don't have any chance. From now on, follow the commander's orders.
Alright, so now we have a squad, and I think that's what they call it, which is over here. So these are fighters that are under our command. So we can press F1, and that brings up little commands to give them. We'll just put them into...
All formations have bonuses.
Put them into an attack
and you
formation.
will receive bonuses as a team. However, the maneuverability of your squad is as much as the maneuverability of the weakest pilot in the team.
Okay. Select all squads. 3 to break the formation. Okay. Let's go back. Back to the battle.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thrust. Shield recharging. Target weapons overheat.
Alright, that is the trouble of upgrading good weapons early on, is they do tend to overheat pretty quick. But they're not too bad. We're getting a lot of damage in for it. Haven't even had to switch weapon groups. Lock onto that guy. All right. Okay, still a few more.
I can't believe that. We actually did it.
By the way, kid, you have great potential. Don't waste it.
I told you. Anyway, let's not hang around any longer. Take us to your house. It will be better to hide there for a while and plan.
Alright. We'll pop 2 points in there for some extra experience, and then I think I'm going to go back, put the other point in there and head back for another level of cooling, because we are overheating a little bit. Alrighty. Now, there is some cargo. It's hard to see behind the tutorial ninja, but we may as well grab it. Wait for our little probe to come back with it.
Warp drive online.
Okay.
Warp drive offline.
Alright, so we need to go to the planet. Which just disappeared there.
Warp drive offline. Warp drive online.
There we go. Oops, I want to shoot at it.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Okay, so we hit B again.
Warp drive cooling.
Nope. When it cools down.
Warp drive online.
Alright, so now we see all the locations on the planet pop up. That is our target.
The surface align process is completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So we don't have any control during this part, during the planet re-entries. I think we can, yeah, we can't even change, oh, we can change the camera mode.
Listen up. We're under attack and short on time. All ships, head to the eastern defense point now. An assault is incoming. No hesitation. Join the battle immediately.
Okay.
Navigation is online.
So I think this may have changed a little bit, I'm not sure. Press N to bring down our landing gear. Yeah, I don't remember this.
All pilots, all soldiers, listen up. We're preparing a defense and I expect everyone to be ready. Form up and get in position.
Okay, so this is different to what I remember. Very different to what I remember. Probably should have gone and handed in our prisoners.
No. Damn it, everyone, brace yourselves. All units, listen up, we're under fire. Everyone to your ships, now.
And I can't use my jetpack. Alright. High radiation, that's a new thing. So, in the last version of this that I played, which was a couple of years ago, you just landed in the desert and headed towards the city and then it got blown up, basically. Whoops. The fuck happened there? I think maybe I died of radiation or something. Oh no, I think this is, yeah, that's scripted. It's part of the story, if I remember right. Even though they've mixed and changed and chopped it around a bit. Added a few different details. So we do just have a black screen here. Alright, yep, and this goes back to how it was by the looks of it.
My condolences for the loss of your city and its inhabitants.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk over this dialogue here.
This is Arkansas Town, the last Earthling settlement your father founded before he died.
And if the dialogue stops like that, press space twice.
Unfortunately, we had to abandon your ship during our escape. We've sent word to the Ship Reclamation Corps, who informed us that they will confiscate and repair it. I'm sure we can find a suitable ship for you here. Anka was waiting for you to wake up. Let's go find him.
Okay. So this doesn't look too much different from what I remember. Can I use my jetpack? No. Okay.
Sorry about your town. I know it is hard, but we will get your revenge, believe me. Morthas. If an Earthling is killed, there is always a Mortha behind it.
And spacebar to continue it.
I already find one. A pure fighter. It's not a scrap heap like your last ship.
And space again to
Inside.
continue that. Alright. And how dare you call my ship a scrap heap? How do we get around to it? Still got no jetpack. So you used to be able to just zoom around on your jetpack and it wouldn't use up your energy and you wouldn't get puffed out. Where am I going? That's inside this shed, I think. If I can find the way in there. It's not through there. I think I might have just done a full circle all the way around. I certainly did, because there's Anka standing right there.
This ship served your father in countless wars. Now, it will serve you.
And I don't know what's going on there. Let me see.
Better? It's in a different league. Your old ship was good for a pilot. But this is a battleship. Heavy armor, advanced weaponry. It's built to lead.
Okay.
This was once a city where Earthborns, humans, lived after fleeing the Great Invasion. But after the last big attack, it was abandoned. The ruins are all that's left of their attempt to rebuild here.
We need to prepare you to lead the WRA. But first, you have to accept that responsibility.
Your name carries weight. Your father was a figurehead, someone people looked up to, almost like a legend. Because of that, they'll look to you in the same way. Whether you like it or not, they see you as his heir, and that makes you important.
There's a lot to figure out. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin.
We need a home. Somewhere we can regroup, plan, and rebuild. Somewhere safe.
It needs to be sustainable. Arable land. Water resources. A place where we can truly settle.
And we'll need more than just a planet. Ships. Lots of ships. We'll need engineers. People who can build, repair. We either find them or train them ourselves.
We'll need stations too. Places to dock, resupply, grow. We're not just building an army, we're rebuilding a way of life.
And soldiers, weapons, ammo. We'll need people willing to fight for us, to die for us if necessary.
Okay.
We'll take it one step at a time. We don't need to do it all at once.
First things first. We need to find people who will stand with you. People who believe in what the WRA stood for. That's how we start.
You need a reputation. Something that makes people believe you can win.
There's a slow way and a fast way. Either you build up your name by helping people around the galaxy, or you make a splash. Propaganda. Broadcasts. Make them hear your name whether they want to or not. I know someone. A radio broadcaster who can help spread the word. Her broadcasts reach deep into the Earthling colonies.
The Nova Shade, right?
Yeah, her real name is Alasia. If she hasn't relocated, she should still be running her studio out of Lion Station, a pirate base. We can find her there.
I hate pirate sectors.
I'm not a fan either. But right now they're safer than anywhere the Council's watching. Easier to handle a few teenage pirates than Galactic Council soldiers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
See what's here.
They join because the WRA gives them hope. After losing Earth, it's the only thing that promises a way to fight back. Not just against the Council, but against the fate that was forced on them.
They're not just running anymore. They've been displaced long enough. The WRA is their chance to do something. To stop being scattered survivors and become fighters with a purpose.
The fighters in the WRA, most of them are Earthborn. After Earth was attacked, they fled, scattered across the galaxy with nowhere else to go. This galaxy became their refuge, until the Council tightened its grip here.
They didn't choose to be here. They escaped one threat, only to fall under another. The Council controls this galaxy. But Earthborns, they've always wanted more than just survival. They want to go home.
Okay.
The Council doesn't bother with them much. Pirates are unpredictable, but they're easier to deal with than a fully armed battalion of Council soldiers. No one pays attention to what happens in pirate space. It's a free zone for those who know how to survive.
And this one.
Dangerous? Sure. In a chaotic, undisciplined way. But they're not the kind of threat the Council poses. They're kids playing at rebellion, thinking they own the galaxy. We can handle them. It'll take time. Could be a few days, could be longer, depending on what parts we can find. But for now, your father's ship is more than enough to keep us moving.
Okay.
I'm adding Lion's Station to your scanner. See you on board.
So, I don't know what's going on here. I seem to be under the ground. Can I get up there? I think I'm slowly moving up. So that is definitely some sort of glitch, I think. I'm not going any further though. No, I'm stuck under a boulder. Alright, let's chuck down a save. Well, I can't. Saving's disabled at this point. Alright. Let's have a look around here. Let's see if I can get up around this boulder. So I've glitched under the ground somehow. Don't seem to have any sound on my jetpacks either. And my jetpack's supposed to be disabled. Because I was floating in free space, jetpack probably automatically activated. Alright, so... Okay, that was a bit weird, but there we go. We'll head on over to the ship. Let's just pop our points in before we forget. So we got some soldier points. Let's pop a point in there and tear that up. I think I'm going to keep going for the towards the experience. It's going to be helpful in the long run. And we're leveled up a little bit of Explorer too. So let's take this one. Whoops, I meant to put those points in here, not in there. Not to worry. Okay. And yeah, see, my jetpack is disabled. So we somehow glitched like through the floor, and because we were free falling, the jetpack automatically activated. But it used to be good when we could use our jetpack around on planet surfaces. Save a lot of your energy when you're running. Alright, I'm on the opposite side of the building again. Let's try and get to the ship this time without falling through the floor. So there it is. So this is not our original ship. This is Daddy's ship. What sort of services do we got? Components. It's got pretty basic stuff on it. It's not worth much. Alright, let's just take off.
Landing gear retracted.
Point to the sky. And keep heading towards the sky till we break atmosphere. Hold down shift. Oh. Okay. So now we are over here. So what is over here? A research station, an asteroid field. Alright. Let's go. Let me see. Let's just head over there. We're not going to go where the mission says. We're going to go and get our ship back, hopefully. Pretty sure we can get it back.
Waiting for the thruster input.
Pretty sure we can get it back pretty much straight away as soon as we land on a station. So we'll pop up here, go through the gate, land on a station, see if we can retrieve our ship. Maybe they've
You don't
put
have a route system to jump. Please select a system via Space Atlas.
Did I not select it? Okay, set the route. Control H.
Please approach to the jump point to start jump process.
Okay, let's cruise through.
Please proceed through the gate reserved for you. Destination reached.
Alrighty, so let's wait for that to disappear. Show the system. We've got a faction hangar, an outpost. Let's try the faction hangar.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Now, do we still have our captives? We don't. They might still be on our other ship. So these faction hangars, these are where we can upgrade our ships. Like not just buy new components for them, but actually properly upgrade them. And you'll usually find them in capital systems, which, if you look on the map, zoom out here. So see these ones that have got a little, they've got like a little orange dot over them? They're usually capital systems. And the landing pad is going to be down here at the bottom.
Landing gear deployed.
And we're going to do a bit of slip sliding around to land. Okay. Over to this structure here. To the ship manager. Let's go call ships. Yep. We can pull our ship back. Now. And we do have our captives. Okay, so I might take a quick break and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's get back into it. I might just drop down a save now. Just overwrite my stream save, because that's what this is. And we'll pop down here. There's a security terminal and some other little shopping bits and pieces down here. So we do have a black loading screen. Okay, these security terminals, we can get a little bit of money for these prisoners that we picked up with the pods. So, mod, if you're watching still, that is another way of making money. But it does take a little bit of money as well. Got another ship manager in here. Let's upgrade our ship, because we did get a couple of pilot levels. So we'll go back in here. Let me see. We want this terminal. We are at tier 4, so we can't go any higher with that, but we can level up the ship itself. And that's as high as we can go until we level up our piloting skill again, and that would have added some stats and stuff here. I don't really take a lot of notice of the stats. I'm not a mathematician, but I just trust that they go up. There's not usually all that much decent stuff I've found in these shops. Yeah, pretty basic stuff here. We'll have a quick look, you never know. Always on the lookout for upgrades. Weapon systems, hold down S to compare. Okay, they are better than what we've got. Alright, well, we'll take that one, I guess. Aim components. It's not a lot better. Now, okay, so I can't put my mouse on it, but we can see in the green bits down sort of in the lower section of the details there, it's got the different abilities that you get with the stuff. And you notice one says every successful hit on a target, and the other one says every successful critical hit on the target. I much prefer every successful hit, because it's a lot easier to get a successful hit than it is for a critical hit. But mind you, I mean, increases our railgun damage by quite a bit, and it does give us a little bit more sort of few other bonuses. I guess we'll buy it. Doesn't matter. I've got plenty of cash. We can we will be constantly upgrading our stuff. I think we'll keep the engine burner that we've got. Scan systems we don't have on this ship. Cargo components. Yeah, we'll take that one. So, We actually have to hop in our ship. Or we could go downstairs and use the services kiosk. Let's hold down F. Components. Alright, so... I should have sold off the other stuff that we picked up too. And we also need to get some more pod catchers. Okay, so power. Why did I buy that? Maybe I didn't buy that. I think we might have picked that up. But the aim... That was the new one. Weapon systems. That one. Cargo. Alright. What have we got in the bank? Do have a few bits and pieces. Let's put these pod catchers in here. And we'll sell off some of the other stuff. Check if there's any decent turrets here as well. Alright, yep, we'll just sell all of that. And let's have a look. Oh, we don't need flagship weapons. Yeah, I suppose. It's a little bit more powerful. But what's the heat on it? I think we'll keep the one we've got. It's pretty decent for the moment. Haven't really been using the rail a lot, but if we do overheat, then we'll switch over to it. I suppose that's not bad. I'll keep the one we've got. We'll upgrade later with that. Alright. So, I guess now we can either go do more story missions or we can do some contracts. Let's just have a look. Okay, so we now have Anka also as a crew member. But we don't get his ability unless we put him in there. So I think our hull is in decent condition. So if we need to repair it, we can swap them over and put drain in there. So I think what we'll do, let's oops, wrong button. Let's take off.
Landing gear retracted.
And let's continue with the story mission, I guess. So we will open up the atlas there. Select that. Set it as our route.
Warp drive online.
And we'll go through the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
And you can see your route up here as well. This little section here tells you what systems you're going through. So there's a couple of different jumps till we get to the to our destination. So we will hold Control H.
Please approach to the jump point to start jump process.
Line it up. So when I first started playing this, I used to speed up to these so fast, and I would always go outside the lines here. If you go outside the lines, you mess up the jump sequence, and it means you've got to circle around and start all over again.
You reach the waypoint of your route. Please wait for your ship to be scanned. Exit permission from the system has been obtained. The next waypoint is being passed. N3, 2, 1. Destination reached.
Okay, bring up our map again. Now that we are in the system, show the system, and it's not showing up in pink, but that is where our destination is. Lion Station. So we'll lock on there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Alrighty. Cruise on over here. Land on this station. So this is a pirate station. I'm not sure if this has changed at all. And it's all neon. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can just land or if we need to request permission. Let's hold down Control H.
Landing gear deployed.
Is it telling us this landing pad? Oops, the hell am I going? Alright, it's under here.
Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
Sometimes these landings can be a bit dodgy. We are going to slide around a bit. There we go. Okay. Go inside. Get a black loading screen while we're going through the doors. And we need to find this Alacia girl.
Hey, you there. Come here. We need to talk.
Alright, you get...
Pretend you didn't hear me. I've been waiting for this moment, so come on. Don't be shy. I've been watching you. Let's settle this. Hey, you there. Come here. We need to talk. Hey, you there. Come here. We need to talk.
Okay.
Don't pretend. You know,
Shush.
I've been watching you for a while now. Yeah, that's right. I know all about you. You think you're slick, flying around, doing your little missions. But I see through you. I see through everything. My mother, she's been telling me about you. Can you believe that? My own mother. Oh, he's got so much potential. He's gonna be better than you know? I can't have that. I won't have that. Do you know what that does to a man? Hearing that over and over again. It drives you insane. But you're just like me, aren't you? Always trying to push further, trying to be the best. But the difference is I am the best, and I'm going to prove it. So here's the deal. We're going to settle this right now. First one to upgrade their ship wins. Go on. Head to the nearest faction hangar in the main star systems. You don't understand yet, do you? This isn't just about ships or upgrades. This is about you and me. And let me tell you something. I'm going to win because I have to. My mother can't be right about this. So go ahead, prove me wrong. If you can.
Okay, so occasionally in stations you'll find different NPCs that have that pink question mark and they're just sort of some random side quest. Maybe we shouldn't have upgraded our ship just yet. So I don't know if our current upgrades will count.
Now you're thinking. Good. You and I, we're on a path now. You win, and I'll give you something no one else in this galaxy has. Something unique. But that's all I'm telling you. The rest, it's a surprise.
All right.
Aha. Good. I knew you wouldn't back down. That's what I like to see. Now, go on. And remember, this is just the beginning. There's a lot more where this came from.
Okay, so that should be added into our contracts, I think. This one. Alright. Well, we could go and call our other ship and upgrade it. Or a mining ship even. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't know that there's... Doesn't look like there's a time limit on it. Doesn't seem to be a time limit on it. So we'll just wait till we level up again. And we should be able to level up our ship again. So she's up the stairs here. How do we get in there? Further up. Alright, can't remember how to get there. Though it's entirely possible that they have changed the layout anyway. Can't jump over the rail anymore. Can't use my jetpack. Alright. I can jump down that one. Maybe this stairwell. No. This one. Right. There we go.
Oh, my stars. I have to blink to ensure my eyes aren't deceiving me. You're Anka?
No, your eyes aren't playing tricks.
Oh, wow, it is an honor. What can I do for you, sir?
And we just... There's no dialogue for that. We just press space twice to skip through that.
This is the child of the commander.
Wow, this must be something big. I wasn't exactly expecting a company of this caliber. I mean, if I knew the heavy hitters were coming, I would have cleaned up a bit.
And once again, we need to skip through that.
You want me to do propaganda? Wow, you have no idea. I've been prepping for this for years. Ship designs, weapon schematics, the whole lot. I've got everything ready. Just tell me where to start.
Alright.
Oh, you want to see the schematics? I'd love to show you. This is what I've been working on for so long, but it might take me a little time to get everything organized. So, about the propaganda, what can I do for you? Do you have anything specific in mind? Or should I let my creativity run wild?
Alright. So once again, we've got to do the double space to skip through that to get it to continue.
I'll do everything I can, but, the thing is, the range of my radio broadcast is quite limited. If we want to reach all systems and planets, we'll need to expand the broadcast area first. I had a technician I worked with for a long time named Kold. However, he was captured by the Galactic Council some time ago. If you bring him to me, I'm sure he can set up the entire infrastructure in no time. He was at the Ekron Watch House, forced to set up the station infrastructure there. I'm pretty sure he's still there, but he's not the only captive, so, finding him might be tricky.
We need to find Ekron Watchhouse's blueprints to organize an attack. After we clear the space, we can get in and get Kold out of there.
But first, we need to gather more information about the building. Therefore, we must go there as a visitor and analyze the defense systems. Knowing what to expect is important. I think so too. We should take advantage of it while you're not popular yet.
Okay then. First we are going to Ekron Watchhouse. You dock your ship at port, then go to the administration and ask something. While doing this, watch your surroundings. How many ships do they have? How many soldiers are defending the building? Check if the turrets are active. We will hide on the ship with Anka.
Then come back to the ship. We'll get out of there and make a plan.
Okay, so we've got a spacebar again.
I've been waiting for action for a long time, so please, don't die and take this away from me.
Alrighty. So there's not much more to do there. We could do some shopping, I think. But I think we're just going to continue on. Let's go to the landing pad. Through here. Back to our ship. Yeah, this is going to hit us into the ceiling because we're in an undercovered area. So get out from there. Let's bring up our contracts and open up the atlas on that. Select that. We won't be able to see inside the system just yet. So do that again. We'll just select the system. Set the route there.
Warp drive online.
find the Stargate.
Calibration module activated. Calibration complete.
And cruise on through.
Thruster input.
So we'll do this mission. I don't think this guy, from what I remember, this guy doesn't actually join as a crew member. So Control H. Line it up.
Please proceed through the gate on the path reserved for you.
You reached the waypoint of your route. Please wait for your ship to be scanned. Exit permission from the system has been obtained. The next waypoint is being passed. N321. Destination reached.
Okay. So now we should be able to see inside the system over here. Lock onto that.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Here we come. Let's find a suitable place and wait for the carrier ship.
Here comes the ship. Start following by keeping your distance.
Alright. So we've just got to follow that ship with the pink marker. No, we don't have cloaking on this ship. But if we keep it a distance, I think we should be fine. So I think from memory, it goes and lands on one of these little station thingies up here, and
How many prisoners are there?
then we go in and check it out.
When we have enough power, we can seize such places, free the prisoners and expand our army.
So we just keep on tailing this guy. Oops.
Set to close.
Yep. Alright, so I think he's going to land on that one. Yep.
There it is. Dock your ship close to the carrier and hijack the ship.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. I think we can just get in it, maybe. Maybe not. Yep.
going on? What is happening?
Okay. So we just need to leave the area. So I guess we'll just warp over to any of these places. Would do.
Warp drive offline. Warp drive online.
Can swing around and find it, lock onto it.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So I can't remember if we get to keep this ship or not.
Got company. Try to avoid their attacks and leave the asteroid field to walk. Let's warp away. It doesn't matter where. Just warp. Or your ship won't be able to hold that attacks any longer.
Alright, so I think we should be fine. We're already warping away. I don't think this has got any weapons on it. This ship. We can have a look. Nope. It's got nothing. And it's pretty slow. Alright. So I think we need to warp somewhere else.
Warning. Shields are offline. Shield recharging.
Oops.
Drive on recharging.
Oops.
Shield recharging. Shield recharging.
Okay, so I think we need to warp out of the system altogether.
Shield recharging. Shield recharging. Warp drive offline. Warp drive online.
And I'm totally stuffing this up.
Shield recharging. Shield recharging.
Alright. Set route. No.
Shield recharging.
Set route. Okay.
Warp drive offline.
Alright, none of the warp locations seem to be showing up other than the Stargate. So I guess we'll just warp to the Stargate.
Calibration module recharging. Calibration completed. Waiting for shield recharging. Shield recharging.
Well, at least it seems to have decent shields on it.
Shield recharging.
We are safe now. Good job.
Alright, well, guess that's all we needed to do.
Your warp drive is jammed. Wait there. We are on our way.
You're already in the ship.
Here. Leave that ship and come here.
Okay. Let's hop out of here. Go back to our ship. Which is where? That's all the way over there. Alright. Thought I was a bit closer than that, but it doesn't matter. At least we have unlimited power in our jetpack. Okay, so at the front, we should be able to just hop in.
Landing gear retracted.
The guards are here. Destroy ships.
Okay.
Target shields down. Target destroyed. Target shield destroyed.
Take care of these guys real quick. Is there another one? Nope. Alright, do have some cargo.
Level 2 security protocol is planned in our system. Please cooperate with the officials at the Stargates and give them the requested documents. Thank you for your understanding.
All the Stargates are holed. We can't use them now. We need to jump Itok's system from here.
Okay.
You're right. Jump takes much longer this way and gives serious headaches. But I guess there is no other way.
Alrighty. So we need to find our destination. Atlas. Wait, what is that telling me to do? Okay. All right. Okay, so we're already there. Jump to Etox, which is 123 or 121. 123. No, must be 1. That's what we want. That's better.
Warp drive online.
Now we can lock onto that.
Calibration Molyax.
And this will be a bit of a slow trip.
Waiting for thruster input.
Let's pop the radio on.
Exiting solar system star gravity. In 3, 2, 1.
Got a bit of frame rate droppage there. That's a bit concerning. So not on the stream, but in the actual game itself, we've dropped quite a few frames there. Well, it looks like it'll be fine.
You're listening to Sonog Radio. We're live with brand new updates.
In the Mortha-controlled Flamber system, code 961, a high-level political event at Gukrando Station was raided by pirates. A swift response from security forces led to the capture and neutralization of 8 pirates during the ensuing clash. However, the significant security breach has drawn criticism from authorities, raising concerns over how such a lapse occurred at a high-profile event. Investigations into the incident are ongoing.
Sonog Radio.
We are all clear.
Welcome back
Let's
to
go
Sonog
back to
Radio,
Reliance Station.
the heartbeat of the stars. Whether you're cruising through the neon haze of Stargate, mining in the Tamaran system, or hiding out in the dark of the
Alright,
Main system,
still losing some frames there. I'm going to kill that radio. Can't go anywhere while we're still warping. Don't think we can save in the middle of a warp.
Yes, she is.
I did not expect that. All the Leisha's friends are geeks, and she can't afford to hire mercenary fighter pilots. How did she convince you of this rescue operation?
So if I go into the menu, this dialogue seems to update.
Let's talk about this when we get to the station, okay?
Alright. So what I might do, if I can drop down a save there, and maybe reload it. Did that save or not? Unable to save. Okay, so I can't save while we're in the middle of a warp. So I guess I'm just going to have to ride out this bad frame rate. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer. So I haven't really had this happen before during a warp. Maybe it didn't like me turning the radio on. So it does still have a few glitches and bugs here and there. But in all honesty, like for an early release, early access game, it's pretty cheap. It's still in development. It's just one guy on his own that has made this whole game. Doesn't really have that many bugs, really. I mean, I've played AAA games on full release that have had more bugs, so it's not too bad. But this warp is a bit painful when we're not getting full frames. And I'm even getting slow reaction on my mouse. Alright, so this could take a few minutes, so I'll leave the screen on, but I'm going to have another little quick break while we're doing this. Not much is going to happen. I can't break out of it. So I'll be back in a few moments.
Welcome back to Sonak Radio, the heartbeat of the stars. Whether you're cruising through the neon haze of Stargate, mining in the Tamaran system, or hiding out in the dark of the Chitin system, we've got the tunes to keep you company. Sit back, relax, and let the galaxy's rhythms take you away. Sonak Radio, your guide through the stars.
Let's talk about the OTAR system, folks, managed by the Zegan race, system code Z5. Security level, -2, yeah, it's that kind of neighborhood.
And there's the McCraggy Trade Hub. Keep talking about all these other sections, but where are they?
It's all a hit. trade hub. And I'm like, where? Behind the broom closet? Maybe that's their real security trick. Nothing to steal if you can't find it.
Remember your construction days in the city of McCrag? Thought you were building a shopping paradise, ended up just walling off secret rooms.
Exactly, yeah. If anyone's seen what's behind those doors, let us know. Is it a treasure trove or just more walls saying, coming soon?
Maybe they're hiding the coffee that doesn't taste like engine oil.
Keep your wallets close and your curiosity closer, folks. Maybe one day we'll find out the real secrets of McCraggy Trade Hub.
Well, looks like we're back to normal frame rates. And looks like we are getting closer to the end of the warp.
Sonak Radio.
Still got a little way to go. So that was a bit of a painful frame rate droppage there. But we're almost through it. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's just kill the radio. And we'll go back to the station. Back to Lion Station. And there is a planet there as well. So just be mindful of which one you've clicked on. Make sure that we've clicked on the right one.
Calibration module activated.
And this will just be a short warp.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Okay. Yeah, am I in range to request docking? Yep.
Landing gear deployed.
See if we can do this a bit smoother. That's a better landing. Okay. Use our jetpack instead of our energy. And the black loading screen. And okay, so I don't know if that's a bug, because we couldn't use our jetpack while we're inside, but if we were already had it active. Alright, so down this way. I would use the I'd use the fast travel thing, but I don't know what area to take with that. Well, we can just fly straight up there to this one. And I can't actually deactivate my jetpack. Alright.
Kold, I thought I would never see you again.
Me too. I can't believe you went to this much trouble to save me.
Will be nice.
Thank you.
And we need to double space.
I see. Sure, I can help you with that. I can even do more for you if you want.
And double space again.
The problem of the Earthlings is that they keep up with the galaxy technology. For our case, you will establish an organization, but how will you manage it? I can also set up a communication interface where all Earthlings can communicate with you and Tracy.
And we need to double space again.
A few weeks, maybe less.
And again.
Wait, let me get to work right away. There is so much to do.
In the meantime, we need to find support. It is not possible to collect the Earthlings one by one. We must gather those whom the Earthlings respect.
Like whom?
Molyax.
No way.
Double space again.
Psychopath exiled by your father for what he did in his time.
But he is a good commander. At the same time, he has a lot of soldiers around him even now.
More psychopaths.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. We can find soldiers, but it is too fucking hard to find or train generals. We need Molyax, whether you accept it or not.
Even if I approve of this, do you think Molyax would agree to join us?
Trust me, he will.
You don't know Molyax, but he is very difficult to control. So, what do you think about that?
Yep, we want him, I think.
Great.
Okay, set up a meeting with him. Let's see if he will show up.
I'm sorry, but I've already set up a meeting before I speak to you. He awaits us in the All-Shot system.
Of course you did. Please let it be on the record that I voted against this.
Noted.
So these decisions can influence things that happen later on. Deciding on who joins and stays in the council that makes up the faction that we will be running a bit later on. We leveled up something over here. Some more soldier. We'll continue pumping that into experience. One more to be able to get that up to tier 3. And then we'll have to decide what else to put that in. We got some more pilot experience. I think I'm gonna continue. Maybe continue with the calling for the time being. We need one more point to get that up to tier 3. We've got explorer points as well. So we can put one into there to grab this one. And seeing as I already put 2 points in there, maybe one of these. Maybe work towards that one. Could be good. Or even this one will make some of the scanning a bit easier. We won't have enough points to put into one of these yet anyway. We need one more point. Alright, so we leveled up our pilot level, which means we can level up our ship. So, whoops. So we are over here. We want to go to any old capital system. That one will do. Yep, see I can't activate my jetpack while I'm in here. go to the landing pad. Out through here. Back to our ship. Can activate our jetpack out here. Hop in. Take off.
Landing gear retracted. Warp drive
Okay.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So, I don't know that I came across this freelance contract before. So I'm not sure what we get for it. But, guess we'll find out. But we were going to upgrade our ship anyway. So we may as well get something extra for it.
Please approach to the jump point to start jump process.
And I think maybe before I go ahead with the main missions, I think I might go and do a few mercenary missions just to get up a bit more soldier experience, maybe even rank up a bit and get some better gear, just because I suck at shooters. Okay, so we are here. Let's find a faction hangar. There is one. Alright. Doesn't look like there is one here. So, let's have a look. Let's get rid of that. Alright, pretty sure there's one there. So I guess we'll cruise back around the back of the Stargate. Actually, let's track that one. Control H.
Approach to the jump point to start jump process. Please proceed through the gate in the path.
Alright, bit off angle. Hopefully I don't muck this up. Stay between the lines. Off we go.
Destination reached.
Alright. Once that disappears and we can access this. Click on here, show system, faction hangar. Lock onto that.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
We'll cruise on over here, we'll do the upgrade. I don't know if we have to go back to that guy that we got the quest from, or whether it's just going to complete the quest straight away as soon as we upgrade it, but we'll find out. And And down to the bottom section over here. It's a landing pad.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, in here. At a level. And it looked like that completed it. Why have I not got my cursor though? That's better. Okay. Alright, well it did complete it. I don't know that we got anything for it though. So what do we got here? That's a consumable. I'm not going to worry about keeping that. But what I will do, we will buy some more pod catchers. These do get more expensive as you level up. And the tier 2 ones are no different really, that I've noticed. So let's just top those up. We've got 4 in there. We can hold 5. Pop the rest in the bank for later. And I think I will save there. And that is probably going to do it for this stream, I think. So I'm going to go and see if I can find somebody to transfer you guys to. So just hold on for a moment. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.